Well, hello, and welcome to another edition of 406 Broncos. I'm Dakota,
I'm Mac.
and here we sit yet again, another loss under the belt, and no coaching fires. So,
None.
let's go ahead and discuss the game, and then we'll discuss the coaches. Or that thereof. Here we go. So, I guess we can discuss them both in the same because basically the coaching was the reason we lost, considering the difference in the game was the field goal before halftime made by the Texans that we basically set them up for. Are you gonna be a part of this?
Yeah.
No fantasy football.
Oh.
Anyway, Texan went for the field goal, 62-yard field goal, in bad conditions. I don't know why I'm looking at myself. I need to fix that. There we go. That's much better. Bad conditions. Basically surrendered the ball to them with 2 timeouts and like 30 or 40 seconds left. Easy enough for them to get 15 yards, set themselves up for a field goal. And then we took a timeout, giving them 2 shots at the field goal, which he missed the first one. So just a guarantee that they were going to, in fact, get that field goal. Our situational football is trash. That's coaching. Our discipline, that was the next big thing. Penalties. Again, a consistent thing that we've been seeing falls back on the coaches. Thoughts? We saw some good things in this game, really.
Well, yeah, it was quite close.
Yeah, Case Keenum brought it this week. He made it. He made a good case for himself. He made a good Case Keenum for himself. He really did though. He
stepped up. I don't think that's the problem.
No.
I hate when people are like, off with Keenum's head, you know?
Yeah.
No. Let's stick with Keenum. We know that he is an actual good quarterback. He proved it last year. We need to utilize him for what he is good at. I think Broncos need to work on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it lies in the coaching to what the score is. With that kick or with that field goal they got because we had to kick it so far away. Killed it.
Yeah.
And then icing the kicker and it missed. They said go figure.
It was it literally was. It was just like that was just typical Bronco fashion that we would do that. The game, like you said, though, was close. We did some good things. Jeff Hireman was great in that game.
Oh, he killed it.
We utilized the tight ends. I've been saying that for a long time now that we need to be utilizing these tight ends. But now that we did it, it showed that it makes us at least a little bit more competitive. The run game was not all there, and I think that contributes to Royce not being there, which Royce will be back in the next game. They've already cleared him. But still, that was a big factor, is not having Royce in the game. The O-line also is kind of just falling to pieces. Paradis is out for the season.
Yeah.
So
that kills it. And I actually saw something too, how will this affect Keenum with Paradis?
Oh, it's gonna make a big. It's gonna. I mean, if you thought things were gonna get worse, they are. It's not getting better. I'll tell you that much right now. You lose your number 1 O-lineman, and an O-line that's not all that there. We're having some problems. You're going backwards, not forwards. Yeah.
Ugh.
And then there's the coaching staff that's still there for some reason.
I get that there's really no point into it, but for the sole fact of what you said is just, the acknowledgement that that's the problem.
Yes. See, it makes perfect sense to me to fire them now with the bye week, because then you have 2 full weeks to let whoever you put in as your interim, sit in that role and kind of work with the players and stuff like that, implement their system or their strategies and all that for 2 weeks. And the reason you fire them before the season ends is so that you can acknowledge, like you said, that that's what the problem is, and you can show the fans, yes, we are going to fix this. So there's faith. But now it's just like, oh, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Because then we're going to sit and be like, so what if Vance Joseph wins, like, 5 straight? Then are they going to sit back and be like, well, let's really reevaluate this and we'll have him back again next year? You know? It's like stuff like that happens too.
Yep.
When really we know that that's a huge issue. So I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't fire at least Joe Woods. Show something. Show that we're gonna do something to fix this, because this is consistently a problem. The whole thing, the whole situation.
Do something.
Yeah. And like I said, we're on a bye week here, so this is going to be a little bit different of a show, because we're not going to... Usually at this point, we start talking about our upcoming opponent, which we'll just save that for next week. We could sit here and talk about... are we playing the Chargers?
I think next, yeah.
Yeah. So, we could talk about that, but we're just going to save that for next week. That way we have something to talk about next week. Instead, we decided that we do...
Power rankings.
Yeah, we do our own
midterm power rankings.
Yeah, that sounds good. We did look at the NFL power rankings, and then we kind of made our own decisions on certain things. Not a ton of changes, but there are a few.
There's a few spots
that we think.
Yeah, are higher or lower.
Yeah.
But they kind of are a little bit around the area.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and read them off. Do you want to give explanation at all, or
a quick
if
one,
we
just
need...
as long as you know how we pick our.
Okay. All right.
So I don't know. Do you want to go from least to best or best to worst?
Let's go worst to best.
Okay. The worst to best.
Worst team in the league, and I love it.
Number 32, agreed with NFL Power Rankings, the Raiders.
Raiders.
Got nothing.
Because there's
all they got to show for it is 3 number 1 draft picks.
Yeah. So, number 32.
Okay.
31. Go for it. You can go ahead and read them.
Number 31 we'll do is the Bills. I completely agree with NFL Power Rankings as well doing that. Number 31, Bills take the cake. We kind of changed it up on this one for the sole fact that we both kind of think the next game coming up, Giants versus 49ers, that the Giants will take it. So we made the 49ers at number 30 spot instead of 29, and Giants at the 29th spot instead of 30.
Then we got Cardinals at 28, Jets at 27, both teams that just don't have any uphill climb. They're not really moving up. They just kind of keep sliding down. And then what do we got? Is that okay?
Browns.
So yeah, the Browns are at 26.
Yeah, we agreed with that.
Buccaneers at 25. Was that the same? Okay.
We put the Jags at 25.
That's right. We put the Jags 25 and the Bucs at 24.
going for them. I think the Bucs have more potential at this moment than the Jags do. So.
Yeah, especially with Fitzpatrick back under center. I agree with that.
And they fought hard their last game, even though it didn't turn out right for them. And then 23 would be the Lions. Which we agreed upon. We actually think 22 is Colts.
Yep.
And then we'd put the Cowboys right above them, to Broncos to Dolphins. Now, NFL Power Rankings got Dolphins way down there. And, I mean, they've got a winning record. I don't know why they'd have to be below Cowboys. If they project that they think they're going to win, I think the winning record trumps the lose.
See, and I think a lot of it has to do with the quarterback situation there. But Dolphins defense is really good.
I don't think Tannehill should mark him down power rankings that much. He's not a caliber quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going. Wait, you're going
no,
way
we're
too
good.
far up.
We're good. We're good.
Okay,
We're
so
caught up.
okay, Titans and Seahawks correct spots. 18-17. Bengals at number 16. Packers at number 15. And then we changed it up here.
Yeah.
They believe that the Ravens are above the Falcons, the Eagles, and the Redskins. But I think Ravens have shown themselves that they're a very beatable team.
Yeah.
They were hot, but Eagles, being the Super Bowl champs, still have it, but don't have it enough.
They've won 2 out of the last 3.
Yeah, and I think they're above everyone else with being at 11. What was the Falcons right underneath them since losing to them? Redskins right underneath the Falcons since losing to them, and then the Ravens.
Yeah.
Number 10 being the Texans is that's a good spot for them. They're 6 in a row now.
Yeah.
But
they still, when you're close in Denver, you're not gonna win any. You're not going to move up super high, super fast if you're keeping it close with us at this point. Not
number 2, they went up 2 rankings.
I know. I'm just saying, you're not going to soar above any of these guys.
No. Yeah, that's true.
Number 9's the Bears. Number 8, the Vikings.
Which agree.
We agree. Steelers are number 7. I think we pretty much agree all the way up. Well, okay. And then we have
agree with those two.
Number 6 is the Panthers, and number 5 is the Chargers. I agree with that. Those are 2 really hot teams that nobody's talking about. And then here's your top 4, and we swapped this up a bit.
So Power Rankings got top 4 as the Saints, then the Patriots, then the Chiefs, then the Rams, which I think is absolutely bogus to Rams being number 1 beforehand. Rams had a very good game against the Saints.
Well, not really defensively, but they still went. They still went shot for shot.
They either go either way.
They still went shot for shot. They barely lost that game.
Yeah, but either way, that's what it was shot for shot with the Vikings too. It's either kind of like a defensive game or very offensive. But in our ranking, I think the Rams still hold the top 2 spots. Mm-hmm. They lost to one person, and that is the number 1 person. They were just right underneath them before that. So, and with only a 1 loss, I think the top 4 would be the Chiefs. Then
from 4 to 1.
Yeah, 4 to 1. Chiefs, Patriots, Rams, Saints number 1.
Yep.
2 NFCs, 2 AFCs.
And that's probably what you're looking at for your division championship games, your conference championship games by the end of the season. Who knows? As of right now, it looks like it. You never know what's going to happen.
You know them Chiefs.
And you know how yeah, exactly. The Chiefs will lose in the wild card round. Or not the wild card round. They're not going to go to that. The divisional round. They'll at least make that.
Unless they choke.
Yeah, then the Chargers, though. The Chargers can sneak up and steal that spot
one
still.
Away from them.
And they still got a head-to-head. I mean, we'll see what happens. Hooey. Yeah, so we figured we'd do a power rankings.
Prediction, Saints Super Bowl win.
Oh, yeah, and the Saints just got Des Bryant, too. I don't know that that's going to, really catapult them to the next level even, but it's just another weapon for them.
Yep.
Let's see. We still got a little bit more time before we really need to jump into the picks. Is there anything we want to talk about Bronco-wise?
Not really.
Yeah. ESPN put Bradley Chubb as the mid-season defensive rookie of the year. I thought that was pretty cool.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
Yep. Mid-season rookie of the year. Or defensive rookie of the year. I thought that was really cool though.
That is pretty cool.
I agree with that. There's some good ones out there though. Derwin James and Denzel Ward, and the dude from Indianapolis. They're all really good too. So. Yeah, we can make this a short show. Let's go ahead and just do our picks.
Oh! Okay. It was a very emotional roller coaster watching Demaryius Thomas on the other side of the ball, though.
Yeah,
forgot
and
to
he did
mention
good.
it.
Yeah, we can talk about that for a minute.
So he
He did good.
when he first started.
Actually, did you see some of the comments he made on the Rod Smith podcast? Oh man, he was kind of shitting on the coaching staff.
Good.
Yeah.
As long as he wasn't shitting on like Denver.
No.
Specific.
He straight up said. He said, "I love the." Oh no, that's what he said, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. He said that he loves the fans, he loves the place, he loves it all. He said, but I also love to win. And he's like, and there were things during the game. He goes, I've been here for a long time. I've been playing this game for a long time. There were things during the games that we would see that I'd be like, well, let's change this, and then they wouldn't. He basically straight up said that the coaching staff is not listening to the players. That is a huge issue. And that coming up, and they're still not firing him? Like, you gotta be kidding me. These veteran guys, and they're not letting them change stuff up, or they're like, hey, I'm noticing that this guy's playing off of me a lot, or whatever, this guy's playing soft, can't we go, let's go deep, or whatever, whatever the situation is. And they're not listening. That's what he said. Good. I'm glad he's calling him out.
Jesus.
But yeah, it was sad to see DT. Did you also see where Peyton Manning and his kids were waiting for him outside the locker room? Yeah.
No,
And his kids were wearing DT jerseys as Texans jerseys.
I don't like that.
No, but it was just cool to be like, hey, we support you.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I want them to be Broncos.
I know, but it was cool they were waiting for him because they're good friends, I guess.
DT and Peyton.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta see that video then. I didn't get to see that.
It was
It's a
just
video.
it's just
It's just pictures. Okay. Okay. I guess we got that out of the way.
It was sad though.
Yeah, and he ran out of the field quick.
And he did really good against us too. I mean, he only caught 3 passes, but they were like 6. The first one was a huge.
Hence word caught.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't drop any. I'll tell you that.
Okay. First game up this week. Thursday night. Good game.
It is a good game.
Panthers at Steelers. Steelers.
You got Steelers?
Yeah. It's on a prime time.
Yeah, I picked them too.
Steel City, yeah.
That was a tough one for me though, because the Panthers are really good.
Dude, they're hot. They are,
but I'm gonna take the home team. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna take the home team for one, and
I'm definitely playing Antonio Brown last week, and Juju.
Yeah.
Smith and Juicer.
Juju just.
Yeah. Your turn.
Okay, Washington at Tampa Bay.
We're in Washington.
I'm gonna take Washington in this one, because Tampa Bay is kind of just they're all over the place. Washington, they've shown that they can consistently win games, and that they have a pretty good team. So I'm gonna take Washington.
Yeah, me too. Bucks probably play pretty hard, and
I would say
they're
so.
kind of a comeback team lately too. They're like, you know what, we can't lose this much. Let's come back.
That's just the thing, though. You can't play from behind.
Yeah, I know. The deficit's just too much to ever come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I'm thinking Washington.
That's another good point as to why Steelers could beat Tampa, or like the Steelers are gonna beat Carolina, is because look how the Panthers almost blew it against the Bucks.
Cardinals at Chiefs.
Yeah, let's just hand the... See, that's another thing, too, is the Chiefs have a pretty easy schedule when you look at it. Like,
one of the tough ones is obviously Patriots, and then they got to play the Rams.
Yeah, but still, it's like, so did we, except the Patriots, but it's like, come on. You put Kansas... Look what happened when Kansas City played a tough team. They lost. We're going to see what happens when they play...
They were close with the Steelers.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good team, though. And that was early in the season when they were having their issues.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man.
That's Chiefs.
But I'm still taking... Yeah, I'm going to take the Chiefs.
Cardinals,
of course.
No. Bills at Jets. Jets, I mean, that's a flip the coin one for me.
Not me. It's got to be the Jets because of the quarterback.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I kind of
situation
forgot
in
about the whole
Buffalo.
quarterback situation.
It's too easy.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I forgot about the whole quarterback ordeal. Jets, yeah. Darnold needs to get his crap right though, man. He's been throwing some
falling
picks.
pieces. This is gonna be a really terrible game.
Yeah, this is. I wouldn't be surprised if even there was no one on the sidelines of this game.
Yeah, the only reason I see this maybe being Buffalo is by their defense, but that's about it because their quarterback ain't gonna win it for them.
I don't know why I picked this one. Go ahead, sorry.
Jacksonville at Indy. I'm taking Indy, the home team, because it's a divisional game. You know, I almost picked Jacksonville in this one, but I'm gonna say Indy because okay, here's why. Here's my basic reason. Andrew Luck versus Blake Bortles.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I went through this kind of like, man, writing them down and not like subconsciously just pick.
Well, you can switch it. You don't have to
pick
stick with
the
what
Jags. Well, no, hold on. Let me explain.
Okay, all right.
I picked the Jags so I'm gonna just go with like my subconscious. Like, okay, well, if I wrote it, I'm gonna keep with it. I mean, this could go either way.
It really could.
So,
like I said, I almost picked the Jags.
Maybe Jags will take this one. Lions at the Bears. I'm gonna go with the Bears on this. Lions looked like crap last week. I hate watching the Lions sometimes. They are so up and down. It's stupid. Oops. And Bears.
That's just gonna mix with mine.
Bears are hot. You farted too? Gosh. Mine's bad. Bears, and they've been doing good. They kicked the Bills' butts last week.
Okay. If you combine what the Lions' offense did last week and what the Bears' defense did last week, this is going to be a rough afternoon for the Lions.
Yeah.
Because the Bears' defense smoked, the Lions' offense crumbled.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and take the Bears. It's in Chicago, too. Like, it's the perfect storm for Chicago right now. Nolans at Cincinnati. I'm taking Nolans. They're the number one team in our power rankings, and they're just going to keep this thing rolling. Cincinnati's not a terrible team, but they're going to get smooshed.
Yeah, I agree. Saints are going to smoosh these guys. There's no hope. There is really no hope. I thought Bengals might have had something, but the performance they had with Chiefs last time I saw them play, no. They're not going to play the Saints like that. Pats at Titans. I'm going to go with Patriots. It's Titans are, they're tough, but Patriots. They're a top 14.
They ain't tough enough to beat the Patriots, I'll tell you that right now. Patriots win that one.
The Titans are getting tough.
Yeah, Atlanta at Cleveland. Atlanta. I mean, Cleveland's got some issues. Cleveland's not a bad team.
Atlanta's got some issues.
It wouldn't shock me if Cleveland pulled out a win here, but I'm gonna take Atlanta because they just came off a big win.
I agree. I went for Atlanta as well. It wouldn't shock me one bit if they did lose from something stupid, but
yeah, Cleveland's got good defense.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with Atlanta. Chargers at Raiders.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Chargers.
Yeah.
I don't even need to explain that one.
Yeah, the number 5 team and the number 32 team. Chargers.
It could be something different since it's
a
at
divisional
home
game
and divisional game, but I don't know. It's going. I'm predominantly Chargers on this one, but it wouldn't surprise me if something happened.
No, but that's any game really.
Yeah, but if it's divisional, it's more or less okay.
Seattle at LA Rams. You take the Rams in this one. Seattle has been doing pretty good lately. They've been making some strides, but they are not going to walk into LA and do anything against the Rams. The Rams have a bone to pick. They just lost a game. They got stuff to prove. Rams are going to smoke this one.
I agree. I think Rams are going to take this one from Seahawks as well.
Yep.
Hugh.
Pick yours.
Dolphins at Packers.
Yeah.
It could be a close game. I don't know. Packers are kind of...
They've had a rough stretch of games, though.
Yeah.
They really have. They had to play the Rams, and they had to play the Patriots.
They have a tough schedule.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say Green Bay, though. They're back at home. Miami's without their starting quarterback. They've got their own issues.
Still don't think that's really much of a big issue, is it?
It's always an issue.
Not really. Tannehill wasn't there last year. So he's like the number one for 3 games, and then it's
whatever.
freaking Brock Osweiler.
The Packers are going to win this one, in my opinion. Cowboys at Eagles. Good to see the Cowboys finally getting a primetime game, guys.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be nice if they just finally would get a primetime game?
I know.
Dallas at Philadelphia. Philadelphia is going to win this
You know
because Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys are garbage.
You know who else I think has been getting quite a bit of prime times?
The Giants?
Well, no, not really.
The Giants and the Cowboys always get a ton of primetime games.
Yeah, but 49ers.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's probably because they projected them to be something kind of special.
So with Garoppolo?
Yeah.
Dude, 49ers, I think I've seen a lot of primetime games with them.
I think that's why, though. I think it's because they thought Garoppolo would be there and they were going to kind of be something.
Well, they just
worth
did Thursday
watching.
night, so that's but they had one with Green Bay. They're having another one.
They did, didn't they?
I feel like they had another one before that.
Well, who do you got? I got Philadelphia. Who do you got in the other one?
I got Philadelphia.
Yep. Okay.
I've got Giants, dude.
Yeah, we already said we picked Giants versus San Francisco. That's literally just a gut call on that one. I'm gonna say it because I think Eli Manning's a starting quarterback, and the 49ers don't have a starting quarterback. Although that Mullins guy, I think is his name, Mullins, did pretty good for him.
Yeah, he did.
And if Beretta can play,
they did do good
like
against
he does.
the number 32 team.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, let's see here. Any closing remarks?
Any closing remarks? No.
Well, this was a different episode, but thank you. Thank you for watching anyway. We appreciate it.
Yeah, go.
Please like us, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Burgers.